Hello friends, this is me Zubair Ahmad and welcome to my channel Learn and Live MD. So today we are again starting the process of application and I am starting from the experiences and also have recorded the video of personal information, biographic and education and it's uploaded on my channel. If you want to watch that video, go back to my channel and search for that. So today we are starting with experiences. If you will ask me the most important part of the application, I will say it is the experiences part. So in experiences, you can add only up to 10 experiences uh, of yours, and from these, the three experiences will be the most meaningful experiences. And this is the section that applicants need most help with to make sure they pick the best 10 experiences they have out of so many things they have done and pick up three most meaningful experiences that resonate with what program writers are looking for. So for experiences, when you will click on the add entry, you will see multiple options like organization, experience type, position title, start and dates, and a lot of things. So in the organization, you have to write the name of the organization under which you did your experience and experience type. When you will click on the experience type, you will see multiple options like education, training, military, extracurricular activities. So this is a little bit tricky. So in the education and training, you can put your electives or othership which you did. You can put under the education and training. Also, the residency which you did outside your US, like in your home country, or any type of fellowship you did, you can put that thing in the education and training. And in the military services, there's no much explanation. So if you have a little bit experience of military services, you can add that thing here. And in other extracurricular activities or clubs, you can add your extracurricular activities. So extracurricular activities and hobbies are different things. In last year eras, there was here it was the hobbies option. So now it's you can see in the bottom is hobbies and interests separately. They gave the option of that. So in extracurricular activities, that means that you are professional at that thing. So, for example, you are playing at national or international level in cricket, you can put that thing into your extracurricular activities here. So you have to put that thing in hobbies, like you are doing a thing like in once in a week or twice in a week. So yeah, once in a month you can put that thing in your hobbies. But if you are professional and it's meaningful, you can put that thing in the extracurricular activities. And professional organization in this, if you are any member of the organization, not only just the member of organization, but if you have a specific role in that organization. So if any type of organization in your country and you are member and active member, like you are controlling their social media, you are advisor, or you have another active role, you can put that meaningful activity here in the professional organization. In research, here you can see the research. So we also have different portion in our application like about the publications and research. So here you do not have to write your all the researches and your experiences and all the list of publications, list of like presentations. So if you will write here, what you will write there in the other portion. So if you will write same thing in the both portions, it will be the copy paste and it will impact your CV. So in the research, if you, for example, you did any research, so you have to write that thing, that what type of skills, like overall the experience of the research, not the specific topics, but overall experience of the research you can write in this portion. And in the teaching and mentoring, if you used to teach or you used to be a mentor of like USMLE or anything, like I used to teach my friends in my medical school, so I put the experience under the teaching, that I know how to guide the people, how to teach people. So I had a good experience in teaching, so that thing you can put that under the teaching. And volunteer services, or if you did any volunteer work, you can put that thing into under the volunteer services. And in the work portion, this is not only like the unpaid or paid portion, but anything. If it's paid or unpaid, you can put, and it's meaningful, you can put under the work portion. So this is also helpful. So if you have a business, you are running a business, you are part of a business, and you can put these things work under the work. So the meaning of this portion is highly important because most of the programs do not want the students who are candidates who are only have high scores and are good in the studies, but they need the candidates with multiple skills. So that's why you have to fill this portion properly, and this is really helpful and to pick you among the most of the students. So in the next portion, here is the position title. So what was the position if you are doing like research and the experience, and you can use the research fellow here. So whatever that the position was you are in that experience, you can put that thing. So if you finish that work, leave this like that. If you are currently working, you have to mark this thing. So as you will mark this, you can see here it's required the end date, but if you are currently working, this will remove the end date requirement, so you can put the start date only. After that you have to fill this like country, in which country you did, like it's Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, anything that is province, state, city, and participation frequency. You can see like one time, daily, weekly, like how frequent was your work. Used to be like if you used to go like daily, so you had to put daily. If you are one time, you did that thing only one time. And volunteer work, most of the times they do like they did a camp, they used to do it only one time, so you can put that one time. So if you are doing once in a week, so you have to put that weekly. And the setting, so when you will click the question mark, you will see this urban, suburban, or rural, so you have to select that thing in the settings. So in the primary focus is when you will click on the like question mark, you will see the choose the focus area that best describe the experience for you. So here you have to select the most like the best thing which describe your experiences. When you will click on the experiences like options, you will see the multiple things like basic science and multiple other options. So most like there's no star, and most of the applicants ignore this thing, but you have to select. This is very important point for you, that you should select this point, that what was the primary focus of your experiences, so that they go through your that what for example is like healthcare administration, medical education, so they pick up the point that what was this experience related to. And in the key characteristics, as you will click, you see that choose the most important characteristics that you demonstrate or developed during the experiences. So you also have to select this point, like what was the key thing you learned, or what was the key thing of your experiences, like was it communication, was it critical thinking and problem solving. So as you will select this thing, and for example someone is stating your experience, so by overlook they will see the key character. For example, this is like critical thinking, so if they are interested in the critical thinking, they will pick your expense and start reading it. And the next portion is the context, roles, and responsibilities. So here you have to fill this portion, and you have the limit of 750 characteristics. So in this I will like usually recommended to fill the description in the bullet points style. So I usually have applications fills it in the word document, and they put it in here. And reason why I prefer the bullet point style is because it's easier to read. I think the paragraph is also fine, but in the paragraph it's really hard to find the main things, the important points from the paragraph. But if they are written in the bullet points, the program directors or any of the reader who is reading your experiences will like focus on your bullet points, that what is the important things, because you're mainly your like bullet points are written, and these are the most important things, and they will pick up. If it's a paragraph, so it will be difficult for anyone if he or she is reading your experiences. And also you also have like 10 experiences, and in the program they have hundreds and thousands of the applicants, and everyone used to write their 10 experiences, so they do not have time to go through every and search for in the paragraph for your important points. So if you will write in the bullet points, there it will be easy for you, for them to pick and select and the read the experiences they want to. And it's really helpful, easy and helpful for them to catch the important things from your experiences. So otherwise, it is going to be very challenging for them to see what you want them to see. Also, something scanned quickly in the information and important things might get missed. So dividing them into bullet points, usually in the beginning or the first should be the verb, and it can tell what kind of things you did. So that's why I highly recommended you to write in the bullet point styles. I think the paragraph is also not wrong, it's fine, but if it's in the bullet points, it will be the best. This portion of the experience is highly important because it's here what you tell the program writers what you did and what you learned and why this experience helpful. And always think when you are mentioning these roles and responsibilities, you are trying to tell the programs what you are going to be a good resident and you succeeded at this, and that means you know there is some relevance in you becoming a good resident out of this experience. Because at the end of the day, program writers are looking for the good residents, residents who take good care of the patients, who take care of each other, and who advance and become amazing doctors in the future. That's why these are the kind of indicators of that. So if you had an experience where you demonstrate a good communication, they might think, okay, you know what, this person showed really good communication skills in this experience. They might have the same, good communication skills when they start residency. So that is the whole point of all these experience I am trying to tell you, that because you need to put forward the things that would demonstrate you as possibly a great resident, and that's the importance of this portion. So you have to be careful, and it's my suggestion for you to write in the bullet points so that it should be easy for the program writers to read your bullet points and your main points from your experiences. So as you will save your experience, you can see the experience in the description, like experience type, organization name, position title, and here you will see the most meaningful option. So if you want that you have three experiences, you can pick into the most meaningful. If you want to add your any of your experience the most meaningful, you can see here a small box. You have to click on that box. So as you will click on the most meaningful box, you will see this thing will open on your laptop, and here the what made this experience most meaningful. So they will ask about the thing that why you are picking this experience the most meaningful. This is are the 300 characteristics. So in this you have to explain that why it's meaningful and how it influenced you, and you have to focus on the like focus area or the key characteristics that you take in while filling the experience options. So in this, most of the students, what they do, they just copy paste the experience or the thing they did or what they learned, and the same thing is here. So it's not what you have to do. So you can see here it's written, this essay should not describe what you did in the experience or list or set of skills that you developed or demonstrated during the experience, but you have to write why this is most meaningful for you. If you selected like critical thinking as the key characteristic, try to bring up how the critical thinking played a role in you picking these experiences and the most meaningful, and how it influenced you. And after that, you write that thing that why it's most meaningful, and you can save that by clicking this thing. And remember, you have three experiences that you can make the most meaningful experiences out of the 10. So the next portion of our application is the impactful experiences. So in the impactful experiences, you have to describe any challenges or hardship that influence your journey to the residency. So this can be anything related to family, financial background, community setting, educational experiences, or general life experiences. So there is no star, so it's not necessary for you all to write this portion. But if you have you faced anything challenging in your life in the path of residency, you can write here. So how do I know if I should respond to this question? So if you will click on this, you will find a few multiple options, like in the family background. If you're the first generation to graduate the college, so there's really the challenging for you. So you can put that thing, and just little bit you can describe it that how that challenge you. And in the financial background, this is not the only one, like in the family background. There may be another thing, but this is just only one example given here. So there, if there is something else, you can put that thing too. In the financial, like low income family or work to support family, and the community setting, the poverty or crime rate, lack of access to medical care. So this thing can also help you, and like your application to stand out from the others. So try to describe these things briefly. And there are 750 characters for this. These are the characters, not the words. So be careful of writing this. The next portion is hobbies and interests. This is also important, but it's not necessary to fill this point. But I will suggest you to write your hobbies here, whatever you have. So because this can be the start of your conversation. If someone is interviewing you and both of you have the same hobby and hobbies, that you can start going to that point. For example, you put like cooking or like anything in your hobby, and the interviewer also has the same hobby. They can start, oh, you love this thing, and there's this, and you can start your conversation from that point. And try to not put the false thing here in the hobbies, because this can show up. If you do not have any experience of that thing, and you do not know much about that thing, and you just put to fill the application, and the interviewer has that thing and he knows better, and when he starts conversation and you don't know, so that can show up. So try to be specific you have. And after that you can, and this also has the 300 characters. So after that you can save your experiences, and you will move to the next portion of license and certification. So as you will click on the license and certification, you will see these few things on your screen, like state medical license. So if you have any of the license of any of the states, you can click on the add entry, and you can put that, like select the state and license type, expiration month, and license number. If you do not have anything, you have to click done. So as you will scroll down, there are a few additional questions. So generally the answers for this question is the no most of the time, but I will recommend you to read the questions and then you pick anything you want. And the next is the board certification. If you are board certified, you have to click yes, and if it's no, you have to click no. And other certification, like do you have other medical or healthcare related certification, like this can be the BLS, ACLS things. So you can, if you do not have, you have to click no. If you have, you have to click yes. And after clicking yes, they will ask you that you can add anything, like in the add entry, you can add your certification number, date you received, and the valid date, like the expiration date, you can put that. In the last, you will see this is not necessary for all, but this is DEA registration. So please enter your drug enforcement administration, like is especially for the opioids or other drugs, which if you have that certification and number, you can prescribe these things. So if you have to write the registration number, otherwise you will leave it, and your saved license and certifications, and move to your next portion.